It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we're watching the Snowhawks. Burner at wide receiver. There's been no shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Snowhawks and the Elks, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Elks of Vancouver taking on the Snowhawks of Toronto. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Toronto. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the two scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now left side on the swing pass. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 22.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Snowhawks are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Adkins. Throw right side. Going to be taken in by Henry. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Henry, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 40 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. He'll try again. Try to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Tucker. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. But now he appears to be in some pain. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good drop. Anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle, it doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd down and 3. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this 1st quarter, and he's got a 1st down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other.
Touchdown! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The try here for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that one a long 11-play drive. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Atkins throwing to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Atkins now off the play fake. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now Atkins to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This is taken at the 23. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more. And touchdown! A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Atkins to throw. Looking to throw on second down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Lowry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Lowry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go. Lowry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Fighting down past the 45. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Any receiver, and he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Atkins to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Elks have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back out comes this offense now late in this 1st half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin south of the border, and I mean way south, in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And it's the Steamers who are in front. The Steamers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Bison seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Voyagers trying to hold on and claim victory.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Adkins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Adkins. No gain on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Adkins. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Elks are back within a couple of the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
They'll try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3rd and 12. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Lowry, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 13-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
The 3-yard line.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles. And it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Back to throw. Adkins Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Atkins off the bootleg. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Lowry, and a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Atkins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Atkins. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field, and we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Adkins. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Up the middle they go. Lowry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Adkins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Operating from the gun. Adkins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Ball start. Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Elks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, just under 2 minutes to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
At the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd down and goal coming up here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Vancouver, they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.